Attention versus intention, right? Those two words sound so similar, but their definitions are vastly different. You can give attention to anyone, but intention is purposeful. You do not give intention to any and everybody. When a man gives you intention, he is serious about you. What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the man. So glad to be back. And thank you for coming back to watch my videos on this beautiful sunny day. Summer is almost here, but springtime has arrived, and it has arrived with mighty vengeance. As if you've been watching my videos from last year, I suffer from allergies. These allergies have grown, mutated to something crazy, and they are messing me up. So this year it has started, but I have taken y'all suggestions from last year, and it's not as bad. So thank y'all so much, But on today, we're going to talk about a serious man versus a not so serious man and the differences between the two. This is important to know because, as y'all know, I made this channel for my two growing nieces so that I'm able to put them on game. And in order to be put on game and to know the game, you have to understand the mind of men. All types of men, from different maturity levels, different IQ levels. And this is a very important thing to know for all ages for women, all right? How do you know if a guy is serious? How do you know if he's not serious? How do you know if he's ready? How do you know if he's not ready, right? This is important stuff for you ladies out there. So let's get into that. And as you know, I do not judge. I'm all about positivity and growth here on this channel. So I will provide you suggestions that's about nothing but that, all right? So let's get into it. The first difference between a man who is serious with you and for you and not so serious with you and for you is that his plans always has a follow through. His plans always has a journey from A to Z. His plans has a plan versus a guy who doesn't have a serious plan and just throws out suggestions. He throws them out in the air and hopes you catch them. And if you don't catch them, then so be it. Oh well. You see the difference between the two? Someone who is serious about you and your relationship and serious about anything in life really is going to have a plan to fulfill this plan. If he's not serious, he won't have a plan. He's just going to throw it out there for you to nibble onto, if it's for you to bite on. If you catch it, if you don't, it doesn't matter to him, right? The reason why a serious man has a plan with his plans, for his plans with you, is because he wants to get this plan done, right? In order for him to get this plan done with you, he has to have some kind of a mindset, some kind of a master plan. He has to know steps in order to get these things done. Because think about it, when you're serious about something, in your head, you think of ways to get that thing, right? Because you don't have this thing yet. For instance, you want a new car and you're so hungry for this new car. You need this new car. So what do? You think, man, what is the best way to get this car? Because currently I don't have the money to get this car, right? So what can I do? All right, maybe I could pick up an extra shift at my job. Okay, maybe I can pick up a second job, a part-time job on the weekends, right? Maybe I can take out a personal loan to get the money for this car that has favorable APR, right? You start to think about ways to get this thing done. That is because you are serious in accomplishing this. When a man is serious in accomplishing things with you, he is going to take and make steps to get it done. You don't just go from point A to point Z. You don't just jump and hurdle over all the other things in between point A and point Z, right? You have to go through each and every step to get there, because I am so serious in getting this. Versus a man who is not serious, who really doesn't really care if this gets done or not. He's going to throw out things to make you feel good in a moment. Maybe you've talked about these things with him, and maybe we can do these things. And he'll remember that and just throw out things just to make you feel happy in a moment. But he's not serious. His plans aren't founded. They have no weight, and it's not really real. All right. So to know the difference between a man who's serious and not serious is his follow through. Is his plan of action for his plans. All right. So let's get to the second difference between a man who is serious and a man who is not serious, which is he is serious in getting to know who you are, how you work, what makes you you. And in order to do that, he has to get with you. He has to be with you. He has to find ways to make it work with you. A bond, a union, a relationship, whatever you want to call it, he has to make this happen, right? In order to get to know you better, more, versus a man you got to guess with, a man you're unsure of, a man who's unsure of you, a man who's not trying to get to know you better. And you know a man who's not trying to get to know you better because he doesn't communicate with you. He doesn't talk intentionally with you. He's not trying to ask you questions about who you are. He's not trying to figure you out. The difference between these two is effort. Effort. When there is no effort in getting to know you, he's not trying to get to know you. Effort does not lie. That's the thing with effort, right? It always tells the truth. 100%. Effort never lies. And to piggyback off of that, a side piece of this point is a man who tells you his intentions versus a man who just does things aimlessly, hoping it works. A man who is serious with you is going to tell you his intentions. He's going to tell you what he wants. He's going to tell you what he wants from you. He's going to tell you what he wants with both of y'all together. He's going to let it be known so you don't have to guess. Versus a man who is unsure, he's not going to communicate that with you because he's unsure himself. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't even know if he wants you. So now you're playing the guessing game, right? What do I always preach in my videos? What do I always emphasize in my videos? Communication. You must have communication. And men who are serious, dead serious about you and about anything in life, he is going to communicate it with the other part of the equation. It's not that hard. People make it out to be so complicated, right? People who are serious about you are going to communicate what they want with you. People who are unsure or questionable, they are not going to. And if they do communicate it with you or talk about it, they're not going to be serious. That conversation is not going to have any weight. They're probably going to escape the conversation when it gets serious. They are unsure. All right. So that is a big difference between a man who is serious about you and a man who's not serious about you. All right. So let's go to the third difference between a man who is serious about you and a man who's not serious about you. And this is a good one. It's almost a play on words. Attention versus intention. Let me say that again. Let me explain. Attention is what you give to someone. You can give someone your attention, but attention is free. Attention takes no work. You can give anyone with any level of importance to you in your life attention. Attention is like coins you find on the sidewalk. You can pick it up. And after you pick it up, you can lose it and not care. You can pick it up and give it to someone and not care, not feel it at all. But intention is like giving someone thousands of dollars. You are going to care about giving someone a lot and an ample amount of money because that is a large investment. That is a big portion of your finances. You're even going to care what they do with that investment that you give them, right? Because that is a large amount of money. That takes effort. That takes hard work to get that large amount of money. So when you give it to someone, that is intention. That's the difference between attention and intention. You only give intention to people who are important to you, people you want to have a connection with, a relationship with, some kind of benefit with. Intention is expensive. So when a man gives a woman attention, that doesn't mean nothing. He can give any woman attention. You can ask for attention from anyone. They'll give it to you. But attention has no dedication to you. Attention is not loyal. It's disloyal. Anybody can get it. But intention, to ask a man for intention. First of all, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You shouldn't have to ask anyone for intention. Intention is on my part. Intention is on the giver's part. He wants to make something happen because intention leads to purpose. So only specific and special people will get intention from someone else. All right, so make sure y'all know the difference between attention and intention. Let me give you another example of that. When a guy's like, oh, you're pretty. Oh, you look good. That's attention. Anybody can tell you look good and that you're pretty. Intention is a guy saying, yo, I want to build an empire with you. I want to build something special with you. Do you see the difference between those two? You can't say that with everyone. A man can't say that with every woman, right? That is a specific target. All right. So let's go to the next point. Number 4, when a man is serious about you, he's serious in combining, sharing, collaborating, similar likes, and common similarities between the two of y'all. Versus a man who's not really intentional on finding out about you. He doesn't really care about your likes. He doesn't really care about what y'all have in common. He just wants what he wants from you, and that's about it. There's no effort in finding about you, what y'all have in common, right? Because why? He's not serious about you. When a man is serious about you, he's trying to build with you. He's trying to create with you. He's trying to produce with you. And in order to do those things, y'all have to have some kind of similarities. Y'all have to have some kind of common bond, right? There has to be some kind of commonality. So in order to find that out, he has to share his likes with you in order to find out if you have similar likes. There is effort. Once again, that word effort comes in. There is effort in finding out who you are and how compatible we are, our beliefs, what we like, our traits, our differences even, our personality. Are we compatible? And how can we work together to create something? Whatever y'all goal is, how can we do it? Because there's power in similarity. There's power in partnership. So how likely it is that we can become partners versus a man who doesn't care. And maybe he does care a little bit, but who needs a little bit in their life? We have no time for a little bit in life. We are grown. We got our own lives. We want things in life. We want the best of life. So we don't have time for a little bit. We want a lot of it. So a man who does not have a lot of bit of effort in finding out what y'all have in common, what can match y'all together to create something, is a big sign that he's not serious about you or this relationship or whatever y'all got, right? So the glaring red flag, the glaring difference between a man who's not serious and a man who's serious with you is he is going to try to figure out what y'all have in common to make things happen between y'all, because that's the goal of any relationship. All right, so let's go to the last and 5th difference between a man who is serious and a man who is not serious, which is, as I call it, present versus future, short term versus long term, quick purchase versus investment. Do you see where I'm going with this? And if not, let me explain. So a man who is serious with you is down for the long run. A man is serious with you, he is investing in you. A man who's not serious about you, he doesn't have an idea or a vision of a future with you. And it's going to show. A man who is not serious with you is not going to be thinking long term. He's not going to try to figure out how you can fit in his future and how he can fit in your future for the long term. Everything is about now, the present. A man who is serious about you is all about the present and the future. Because you can't have the future without the present, right? And none of the two without the past. But he is going to concentrate on how he can fit into your future, and how you can fit into his future, and how the two of y'all can have a future. Serious men talk futuristic. Serious men, when they talk, it has miles on it. Serious men, when they talk to you, there's space, ample amount of space for development and growth, right? A man who's not serious, it seems like their communication is very tight, very nowish, right? Very present. Because how else can they communicate with you if they have no vision for a future with you, right? It's going to be so apparent if you just pay attention to what y'all talk about. And you're not going to find out or find the clues in the first week of dating or a relationship or whatever. You're going to have an accumulation of evidence over time with this person if y'all last that long. But you're going to be able to look at yourself and think and evaluate, what do we talk about all the time? What's the theme of our conversations? If the theme of your conversations has nothing to do with the future, and it's mostly about the now, and it's questionable, and it's unsure, or it's shaky, and it has no foundation, then most likely he is not serious about you. Like, I'm not here to ruin relationships. You know me. I'm all about positivity. But what I am here for is not wasting your time. What I am here for is about building and making people better. And in making people better, you make relationships better. And not just with other people, relationships with yourself. I am all about the better. So in order to be better, we have to know the things that are serious for us and about us, and know the difference between the things that are not serious for us and not serious about us. I am all about building the mental and building your radar, because none of us have time for anything else and any resistance against our lives. None of us have time for anything that doesn't deserve our time, right? So hopefully these 5 things can help build your radar and help you in your present and future relationships. Because like I always say, I understand when you meet someone new and they seem great in the beginning, love is blind, right? As they say. And it feels so great that you could sometimes forget your moral standings. But always keep these 5 things in the back and front of your mind when you're dealing with people, because these will help you know who's serious about you and who's not. All right. So hopefully this video helps, and thank y'all for coming back. Oh, and if you like this, if you like my content, if you like what I talk about, follow me. Your boy Sealz the Man. Please follow me and comment in the comment section below what y'all think. Follow me on all platforms, Sealz the Man, and thank you for coming back. Talk to y'all later. Enjoy y'all day. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.